friends. So I'm back in my kitchen and we're gonna do another little chat. So today we're gonna talk about gentleness, and more specifically gentleness in disciplining. So my oldest is 7, my youngest is almost 2. I had 5 kids in 5 years, so I have dealt with hundreds, if not thousands, of temper tantrums and disobedience, and I'm just now 7 years into mothering, starting to get it right. I still don't do 100%. I don't handle myself 100%. And I still make more mistakes than I'd like to admit. But I'm getting better and I'm doing better, I guess. And so I wanted to share with you the change that I have made that seems to be working and why I think it's working. So, before, when there would be disobedience or a temper tantrum, I would want them to know that I'm serious, right? I mean business. And so what do you do when you want somebody to know that you mean business? You make a mean face and you growl and you yell and you say, this is what I want and I mean it. But that never seemed to work because it only made them cry more when they were little. And now that they're a little bit older, they flee when I start to go to crazy town. They it's almost kind of hysterical because I'll start yelling and then I turn around and there's no one to yell at because they see me getting crazy and they just get the heck out of there. So obviously that does not work. I'm not training them. I'm not capturing their heart. And so when I am mentally stable and able, I have started changing the way that I approach the discipline. So first you have to capture their heart, right? Like when a kid is throwing a temper tantrum and screaming and crying, you cannot capture their heart at that moment. And so first you have to capture the heart. So I have started just getting down on their level. I will sit on the floor and they will almost immediately crawl into my lap. And as soon as they're in the lap, they will usually stop crying. Sometimes it takes a little bit of rocking, but I won't start talking until they are quiet. And it's at that point that they are quiet that I can capture their heart. And so now we are close. They're in my arms. I am not yelling because I'm not at crazy town. I'm in stable mommy town. And I'm able to talk to them either about their disobedient behavior or about why they're throwing a temper tantrum and why it's not appropriate or necessary. I'm a safe place because I'm not making a mean face. I'm a safe place because I am not yelling, and I'm a safe place because we are connected. We're touching. We're physically connected. And so why I think this works. So I literally just made the connection a couple days ago, but I'm going to read to you one of my favorite mommy verses. It's been one of my favorites for many, many years, but I didn't really recognize the connection between my behavior and this scripture until just recently. So one of my favorite verses is found in Isaiah. It's 40:11, and it says, "He tends to his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those who have young." And so how does a shepherd gather his flock? He doesn't scream and yell and make mean faces, right? Because if he screamed and yelled and went to crazy town, his sheep would scatter, kind of like my sheep scatter. But he gathers them in his arms. He physically picks them up and holds them close to his heart, and that calms them. He gathers them, and he gently leads those that are with young. And so I thought about, how does God lead me? Like when I have made a mistake and I've totally messed up. What does he do? Does he throw a lightning bolt at me and tell me how horrible I am and how disappointed he is and how I should have listened because he's told me before? He doesn't do any of that. He waits until I'm quiet and I'm calm and I'm no longer either yelling at myself or at him. And then he whispers to me. He gently whispers to me. And that's when he's got my attention. When he is gentle with me and says, "Daughter, that is not correct behavior," or "Daughter, you know better," or "This is what you should have done." He's gentle with me, and that is where the change comes. So I have really changed my ideas and my thoughts on disciplining. Like I said, I don't get it 100%, and I'm not perfect, but I've definitely noticed a change within my children since getting down on their level and physically connecting, because once that physical connection is made, then our hearts can connect, and then I've got their attention and they can listen to me. So I'm going to read Isaiah 40:11 again. He tends to his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms, and he carries them close to his heart. He gently leads those who have young. I am so thankful that God is gentle with me, because I give him plenty of opportunities to not be. And if I am thankful God is gentle with me, my children are going to be thankful that I am gentle with them. So just another little thing to think about. It's something that has been working for me. Probably most moms out there are a lot more gentle than I am. But if I needed help, then maybe it'll help somebody else. So I hope you're having a great day. It's Friday and it's not freezing cold. Thankfully, we went for a walk earlier today and got some schoolwork done. So it's been a great day, and I hope you're having a good day too. Bye.